The Motion Drive with Motion and Stay Mashoba.
Ngakuzona ke Business Tuesday khona kumthiyela uSbonelo Mbatha as a business coach and as an entrepreneur. Singene kuyona ke le ndaba ke ama practical ways of funding your business. Mhlawumbe ke mthiya mangasikhumbuza nje ukuthi iziphi very quickly lezi esithi touch on them last week in terms of lezi indawo lezi indlela ongayisebenzisa for you to start funding your business. Ngacela ukuthi enye sikwazi ukuthi siphushele namhlanje ikakhulukazi le ya government.
Yeah.
So if you can give us a quick recap.
So we spoke about the first three and we said number one, let your customers fund your business.
Yes.
And sakhuluma leyo ngokuthi you are able to sell to your customers before you can actually buy. So in other words, i-product noma i-service oyenzayo baqale bayikhokhele upfront ngaphambi kokuthi wena uyikhokhele la uyithenga khona.
Yes.
So number two, nama creditors, you can do the same. In other words, you can buy on credit and sell for cash, and by doing so you're able to collect money before you have to pay that money through.
Yes, sir.
That's number two. And number three, you can also use the bank to fund your business. La umashobani ke wakhala khona ukuthi abantu abaningi baseyikweletini kwenziwa kanjani
siyanuka phu
abantu bayanuka kakhulu. So sithi ke sizokuthinta namhlanje ukuthi amapha amanye ama funding options. Mr. 7 ways. So we're going to complete the 7 today.
The 7 today.
Number 7.
100%.
The Motion Drive with Motion and Stay Mashoba.
Number 4, you can get your business funded via ama investors. Now the most important thing about investors is that you do not pity your way through the investors.
Yeah.
Investors will not fund you because they pity you, but investors are going to fund because the business idea is sound. So it's very important. Number 5, you can fund your business idea via shareholders or equity partners. Now, the important thing here is that if you've got this business concept that you so love, be sure that you allow other people to come into that space if you need money.
Yeah.
Because I'm a shareholders or I'm a equity partners, azoti, here is 100,000, but I need a stake of 30% in return.
Yeah.
Now, the important thing is that 30% is not a loan. So the business does not have to pay it back. However, when the business makes money and you now have these equity partners, these are part owners of your business, they are entitled to profits. Futuma I business daisa, they are entitled to 30% of the value of the business. So basically you are bringing them into your business as partners. Those are other people that can fund you. Then number 6, mangbuya after ngizovala ngo7, but number 6,
All 7.
yeah, all 7, our term
Zolista.
Right. So number 6, you can also get your family and relatives to fund your business. Now mashobane ngeke baze bakufuna ama credit record lapho noma kuthiwa ubolile. But your family and your relatives, if they believe so much into the business that you want to start, they can fund your business. Now, abanye bathi, yeah, but abantu bakithi abanamali and so forth. You do find ukuthi kuyenzeka uthola ukuthi ekhaya kuno auntie, kuno mkhulu, kuno malume who's been working for many years. Mase yaphuma una 65 aphume nemali ebhekile, but akazi ukuthi uzoyenza njani, and you have really a good sound business model. Hayi umashonisi, hayi ufaka or something, those hayi banoi, khuluma nge business model.
Yes, sir.
You can actually get them to lend you money. Either you pay them through the proceeds of profits, or they can actually become part of the shareholders in your business. then in so doing, imali yabo is protected, but also now we're totally funding.
The Motion Drive with Lecomotion and Stay Mashoba.
The last and the seventh one is, obviously, I think this is the one that most people love, government grants.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, there are a number of grants that are available. There are a number of grants that the government goes out and says to people, yes, you can access these grants and so forth and so on. DFIs in general would offer these grants. DFIs are developmental finance institutions.
Yeah.
You know them. I don't need to list them. The problem, though, with them is that, I can say that loud because it's public knowledge, that if you are going to approach them, you need to be ready that you're going to have to wait a long.
Yeah, but patience is everything.
Yeah. And if you are lucky, if you're one of the lucky ones that will get it when the deal is still there, in most cases it doesn't happen. In most cases moy apply la lemali ifika it dealing asekho, which is unfortunate, and it's one of those things that I think we need to have a conversation with our government and sort these things out. So I'm saying then, as an entrepreneur, there are those avenues. You would probably tell that I'm not very enthusiastic about this one.
I picked it up from last week.
and the reason is that...
Tell us the reason, yeah.
Maybe we tandalent ekhaya, but I'm helping you.
Yes.
So I'm just ripping off the plaster as it is, right? As an entrepreneur, one of the things that I would like to encourage you to try and read off your mind, kuzona, is the entitlement mentality. The government must do this for me. So and so must do this for me. As an entrepreneur, I need you to plan as if you are going to pay for everything and that nobody is going to give you free lunch. And by the way, nothing is for free. If you see something that you did not pay for, never ever assume that it is free. I'm speaking right now, and you are listening to me, be it in your car, at home, or wherever you are. And it's easy for you to think that I am listening to a free session. You're listening to Lecomotion and you're saying it is free. The reality is that it is not free. You just did not pay for it.
Yes, sir.
But somebody else is paying. Yeah? It is not free for you to speak Glompopo. Somebody is paying for you to speak. And so I think as an entrepreneur, you need to assume that you are going to pay for everything. Never build a business model based on a grant that you may or may not get.
I'm with you.
In fact, I'm speaking to you now. There is a business deal, huge deal that has just landed on my table. Why? Because someone else who was supposed to clinch that deal was expecting a government grant and it did not come through.
Asibambe nje khona lapho ngiyacabanga ukuthi baningi abanesifiso ukuthi bathintane nawe ngendlela ehlukahlukene, follow you on different things ozenzayo. How do they get hold of you?
Sbonelo Mbatha on all social media pages, or Sbonelo Mbatha page on my Facebook.
Thank you, Mtia. Always